is what it would be in English. Hey, hi guy. And since it is August starting tomorrow, I'm going to make a whisper video about the August section in this book. So what this book basically is a travel destination tip book. And the writers put all their travel tips, they categorized it by month. So every month has its own section and its own travel tips. By the way, Harvey is also around. Hi Harvey. Yeah, he's just this cool kid, he's not paying attention. Where there Mikey? Hi Mikey. Hello. Hello. So I made a video about the June section of this book. I think that was at the end of May, and that was the first video that I made using this book. And I really liked it. I love travel so much, and I get happy thinking about all the destinations that I might visit someday. And then afterwards, at the end of June, I made the July video. So I thought it only makes sense to do the August video today. Now, by the way, now you're still awake, you can help me out by answering a question. The first two videos, look at this, Mike, this is the way a dog usually lies down. The first two videos of this, that I used this book, I put my phone on my tripod and then I recorded it like that, so that the filming, the footage would be just all from one distance, and I would have my both hands to turn the pages and stuff. And now I am just holding my iPhone in my hand, which makes it way easier to, for example, film Mike just in between the pages. And I can also zoom in like this and zoom out again. And I was just wondering what you guys like best. Personally, I feel that this is a bit wobbly, so it might be best if I use my tripod. But then again, there was this one listener who said that they like this style, so I can just, of course, do both and just make videos either way. But I thought if a majority of you likes either the one or the other, I could make more videos that way, So if you have a preference, please tell me in the comments what you like best, the fixed style or this free free style. I don't know, you probably know a better way to describe the two styles. So let's just go to August, because that's where we have to go. Oh yeah, Bora Bora. I talked about that in the June video. Ah, yes, this thing was just here. Alright, let's put that over there. It is nice and shiny. See? I really like that. But yeah. So this is a quick overview sort of page. You can choose, for example, if you want relaxation. Well, yes, sure. Then would you go clubbing? Well, that's not relaxation. How is that? Go to a city or to the beach? Yes, let's go to a beach, definitely. Then would you like to take a boat? Well, yeah, which case, again, Buenos Aires, or maybe Papua New Guinea. Or what's this? Active. You could go to Spain or Zambia, or the snowy mountains in Australia. I really like that name, the snowy mountains. And then, of course, there are all these other places that we can visit. See, Mike, now there are some hairs of you on here. The cats have trouble. They don't like this really hot weather either. Normally they do like the sun, If there is even a little bit of sunlight in my room or on my floor, the cats will usually just lay down exactly where the sun is. But now they don't do that anymore, it's just that hot. So, what's this? So this is like the really hot places. Kimberley, Australia with 33 degrees. Turkey, Chesapeake, Thailand, Sri Lanka, or down at the bottom where it's cold, Chile, the place where you can ski, Iceland, 13 degrees, or the northern island of New Zealand, and actually the snowy mountains of Australia. And it feels kind of strange because I think, and I just always think that it's always sunny in New Zealand and Australia, but of course they have a winter too, and yeah. So then this page to the left is expensive, to the right is cheap, or well, relatively cheap. Then to the top means suitable for families and children, and on the bottom is leave your kids at home. So, Madagascar, that's wonderful. I would take my kids though, I think. I actually once started to plan a trip to Madagascar with a friend of mine, but then we ended up going somewhere else because it's just really expensive. But I would love to see the island and all the animals, and I think it will be wonderful. Yeah, Iceland. I've been there once and I loved it, but indeed it's not really cheap. So, what is cheap? Sri Lanka. A friend of mine is there now, the friend that I am I'm using her house to record a couple of videos because I have to water her plants and just keep an eye on her house. And yeah, it's just so quiet there. So, but anyway, she's in Sri Lanka at the moment. So this is about Iceland, and it says that you should go there now because why? Well, because they just like it basically. But what's about this month? Why it is best? Oh, apparently there are some parts of Iceland and some routes that are only open right now because it's relatively warm, so it is better accessible than in the winter. But I would also think that it's nice to go in the winter because then the ice and everything would be most extreme, and that might not be most comfortable. But I mean, if you go to Iceland, you might as well go when it's really, really cold, right? At least that's what I would do. And then apparently there are all these horses. I don't really remember that. Look who's just sleeping here. Can you hear him? I love that guy. And here, Harvey is still around too. See, this is the way he's just laying down right now. It's just so hot. And I Zambezi, which is a river. There the water will be pretty wild, and that is one of the most wildest rivers on the earth apparently, and they recommend going there right now, which is the dry season, because then the water is best, is the wildest. And I don't really know how that works. Let me just read this. Yeah, well, I don't know. It has something to do with the Victoria Falls. I would love to go there. I've never been there. Alright, then the second recommendation is Sofia, which is the capital of Bulgaria. Haven't been there either, and I would love to go. I visited Belgrado and Ljubljana last year and this year, and I love those cities, and it made me realize that Eastern Europe is such a huge area that there's just still so much to explore. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. And it's also relatively easy, from the Netherlands. You can just go there for a weekend. You don't have to spend lots of money, and you don't need 2 weeks. So then it's Thailand, and yeah, I don't know. Oh, apparently you have to go not just to Thailand, but to Koh Samui. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but that is apparently an island. And in August, most of the country will be very rainy, but on this island it probably won't. And it has a nice beach and palms and good food, and yeah, well, alright, seems good. Then Champagne in France, because of the wine, and yeah, well, France is just very nice at this time of year. And then we've got those snowy mountains in Australia. Yeah, I actually do not know anything about them, but it sounds intriguing. And then we've got Tonga. That's good for surfing. Apparently the water gets up to 3 meters high, and it's good for if you want to fish. And it's beautiful apparently. And there are these guys. It's in Pilterug, but that is the Dutch name, and I actually don't know what the English name is, but oh, this looks nice. So this is Italy. It's beautiful. And here we've got West Wales. It's also very beautiful. And Malawi. Look at the land in the goggles. No, is it goggles? No, this is damn, I don't know. My brain just really don't work. Hello, puppy. Are you still with us? Are you too hot? Oh, you still wanna play? Yeah, you play. Hello. And hey, Harvey's gone. I don't know where he went. So, and then indeed here they talk about Umbria in Italy, which is sort of paradise, and yes indeed, I mean it is. And Malawi in the southern part of Africa. Hi Mikey, what do you want? Hey, what do you want? You want to play with me, right? Alright, just lay down over here. There's Harvey. You can just see his head. By the way, if you're wondering what this is the blanket that actually goes into this cover. But it was so hot last night that I just frustratingly threw it aside. So they say that it is good because they have these broad beaches and lovely little villages full of visitors and birds and yeah, sounds nice. Mike, what are you doing? Alright, so then we've got Africa again, Kenya this time, the Masai Mara, and wow, that looks good. Mike, what are you doing? Then come sit here. No, what do you want? Is Harvey still there? Yes, laying down on the ground again. He just wants to be next to us, you know, close by. So, alright. So that would be nice, Kenya. And then here we've got Kimberley in Australia. And that sure looks beautiful. And it's the right time to go now, apparently they say, because this is the best time for a epic outback odyssey. Wow, that sounds intriguing. And Mike is just putting his hairs on. Yeah, I mean they shed hair always, of course, but when it's so hot, it's like it happens even more, which probably makes sense, you know, because their fur does not have to be as thick as when it's cold. So yes, Sri Lanka, the Spanish, yeah, Pyrenean, I don't know what the English word is, Pyrenees. Well, at least it's the mountains in Spain. You're sneezing again. Do you remember the last one that I caught it on the camera? It was in the video where I showed all kinds of stationery. I'll link it up here if I remember. Alright, so then we've got Nova Scotia in Canada, and that is apparently a good place to go in August because of all kinds of street artists, blueberries, and lovely bays. A bay, you know, like the sea, like the Hudson Bay. Is that even a word? God, I'm just rambling a lot. ski there. Yeah, look at that. Chesapeake Bay. Yeah, like this bay. You know, when I was talking about bays, and I was like, is this even a word? I meant the plural of this bay. So that is good in August because of the family-friendly beaches and the good food from the sea. And then a angel waterfall in Venezuela. I know nothing about it. Oh, it says it's the highest waterfall. That's so funny with waterfalls. I've been to a lot of waterfalls, and there's always some sort of record involved. They're always the highest, or the broadest, or it's the most water, or it's the longest, or it's, I don't know. There's always some sort of record. It's like people don't like waterfalls if there isn't a record involved, which of course is ludicrous. I mean, it's bullshit. But yeah, it's strange. The same goes for caves. They are always the biggest, or the longest, or the deepest, or I don't know what it is. But I thought that the highest waterfall. What does that even mean? I would think it would be the Victoria Falls, or the Niagara Falls, or the Iguazu, but not this one that I don't even know. But maybe it's the waterfall at the highest altitude. Let me see. It's 979 meters deep in the Cañón del Diablo. It's almost 20 times higher than Niagara Falls. Seriously? 20 times? No, alright. I've really never heard of it. Strange. And then, this is Stockholm, the capital of Sweden, and I can actually really recommend going there. I've been there once, and it was at the beginning of December, or halfway December. Somewhere in December. And there were all these Christmas lights, and it was wonderful. So I've not been there in summer, but I can recommend going there because it is a beautiful city. And we've got even more. This looks pretty good. So this is the northeastern part of Brazil. What are you doing, Mike? Are you seeing a fly? If they see a fly, they usually get crazy. Yeah, like that. What do you see? Yeah, I don't know. So, this is Brazil, and they recommend going there right now because of the water that's really nice and the dunes. And then here we've got the Madagascar. I would love that, but Mike, what's going on? Did you catch something? Did you catch a fly and now you're eating it? Like seriously? hours, I think. And that is actually pretty nice. Yeah, it's a nice city. So yes, go to Berlin, guys. And then this is September, so here we are going to